What's up YouTube, Miss Majin here with another anime video. I've been talking a lot about Dragon Ball lately, and I have also been uploading some Tekken streams to my channel. Today I thought I would talk, yes, still about Dragon Ball because I fucking love it until the end of time, but I also have included some other anime into the second half of this video here. Today we're going to talk about like speeches, or we're going to look at some speeches, and specifically ones that really like hit me in the solar plexus, ones that really actually make me feel what the anime character is actually saying. It's no secret that I fucking love Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta is up there with some of my favorite anime characters ever, like of all time. I cannot really fault him, to be honest, and I feel like if you're watching this, then you may very well agree with that. It's okay if you don't as well. We all have our own specific tastes in anime. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I like characters. I'm not massive on like a deep storyline and things like that, although having said that, sometimes, you know, when you've got good characters, you've got good battles, and you've got good story, and they come together well, I think that that's great. I think that Naruto did that really fucking well. I think that Full Metal Alchemist was too heavy on the story, and not enough in the battle perspective and also the character perspective. So when it comes to Dragon Ball, I do feel like they also have a really good balance. Probably not as much story as Naruto, but nevertheless, like, again, I'm very much a character person and a power person, so Majin Vegeta is really it for me. And again, there is that aspect of story in there where you feel what he is saying quite a lot of the time. You can understand, because, you know, we've all been bested in this world. We've all been bested by somebody else, and whilst that is part of life, Vegeta doesn't fucking take it very well, and there's always going to be a part of us that doesn't necessarily take it very well. I myself am not a very competitive person. If someone bests me, I'm really not that bothered about it, but there's always going to be a small percentage inside of me that's a little bit bothered, right? Whether or not I pay attention to it, that's a whole different story. Anyway, let's get into this. So our first one is Majin Vegeta's speech, and the rest of them are going to be a fucking surprise for you, so you just have to stick around and find out.
Hey Vegeta, with that stamp on your head, I know Bobity's been giving you orders. Is this one of them?
Supreme Kai's already had his
minute. Or is this the same old story between you and me? Which one?
Okay. Back, just for 1 second. Look at this crazy motherfucker. Look at this crazy motherfucker. What is he even doing? Why, like, okay, we know what he's doing, but like, Vegeta, for fuck's sake, go take a Valium and go and lie down, because you're just out of control. You just need to cuddle.
Does it really matter? Not to you, Gohan, but to a warrior it matters greatly. And you know this as well as I do, Kakarot. In a day, you'll be back to the dead, and I will not miss this opportunity.
No.
Who are you people?
Absolutely sent. Just that! Not to you, Gohan, but to a warrior it matters greatly. Bro, like, way to fucking put down the Super Saiyan, or the half-breed. Oh my god. And then, oh, fucking Supreme Kai, I love so much how the little purple guy tries to, like, change destiny right here. What are you, fucking Sephiroth or something? Sit down.
See, the universe matters more than your meaningless squabble? Meaningless, huh? What do you know of meaningless?
He's so stressed, he's fucking sweating. Goku's just like, let him have his tantrum.
Spend most of your life ruled by another. Watch your race dwindle to a handful. And then, tell me what has more meaning than your own strength. I have in me the blood of a Saiyan prince. He is nothing but a joke. Yet I've had to watch him surpass me in strength. My destiny thrown to the wayside.
This is where it gets lit.
He's even saved my life as if I were a helpless child.
I feel
He has
this.
stolen my honor. And his debts must be paid.
Please hold. Because I cannot process this every time I see it. when he says his debts must be paid. Whilst I wholeheartedly disagree, because Vegeta, the guy saved your fucking life, you'd be dead. Yeah, Shenron, whatever. Semantics, do you know what I mean? But also, Vegeta, you're actually a psychopath right at this point. Why do I feel what he's saying so much, though? If you know, you know. He's even saved my life as if I were a helpless child. His debts must be paid. So for Vegeta, this is 100% about his pride. There is no other aspect to this. It doesn't matter what's right and wrong. It doesn't matter that Goku was saving the fucking planet. It doesn't matter that they were fending off incredibly powerful foes. All that matters is Saiyan pride.
He's even saved my life as if I were a helpless child. He has stolen my honor. And his debts must be paid.
Gohan's just like, Dad, don't save his life again. Because look, and Goku's like, well, we need him. Oh, I love how pissed he is. Okay, so that's... Whew, that's battle number 1. Sorry, speech number 1. Now! Are you ready to cry?
Giving up already? Well, that's nothing like the Gohan I know.
Dad.
I think the volumes are varying. I apologize. These are different videos from different people.
The other world. And thanks to King Kai, I can communicate with you telepathically.
King Kai's just like, oh my god, go the fuck away.
I know you have the power to beat him, Gohan.
That actually cracks me up.
Now, give him the biggest Kamehameha you've got. I know you can do this, Gohan. I promise.
No, Dad. I can't even...
Okay, before I go further with this is obviously a 2-minute video. I don't know how it ends. Well, I know how it ends, but I don't know how where this video ends. If this is what I think it is, and again, I haven't watched this, where Goku says to Gohan, power comes in response to a need, not a desire, and you have to create that need. Now, if he doesn't say it, he doesn't say it, but if he does, whatever. But I just want to talk about it before it even happens. I feel this so hard. And to be honest, I didn't actually quite, get it for a long time. And last year, I started a business, and I was doing all the business things, and I was in a meeting with my coach, and he said something that was heavily correlated with that particular saying from Goku. Not that he knew about that Goku speech. And it hit me. What it actually meant to me. I didn't have a need prior to starting this business, right? I wanted it, but a need is something so different. And obviously for Gohan in this fight, his need, it's just not strong enough until he kind of hears that, until it's, holy shit, this has to happen. This has to happen, otherwise everyone is going to fucking die, and you can't bring everyone back, la la la. Let's move on.
One of my arms anymore.
Yeah,
My
you're
energy's
fucked.
been cut in half.
What did he say? What's been cut in half?
And my energy's been cut in
Oh,
half.
right. They're like, who the fuck are you talking to, mate?
Who the heck is he talking to?
Look, he's been driven insane by his own fear.
Sell the fucking man.
And trust yourself. It may feel like Cell weakened you, but really what's draining your strength is your own doubt. Just don't listen to it, okay?
Okay.
I'm not
it's
crying.
all starting to become
You
clear
are.
now, Dad. I've got one arm left, but that's all I need.
And don't even think about feeling sorry for me, because King Kai and I couldn't be having any more fun up here if we tried. Speak for yourself, homewrecker.
But Dad, it's my fault you died, because I got carried away. If I had only finished Cell off sooner, I would have...
Hey, who knows what would have happened? For all we know, what you did was the best move. Sometimes...
Whoever says Goku is a bad dad, I want to talk to you. Because look at this shit. He's he's such a dude. If I'm honest, I wish I had a dad like Goku. He is so fucking cool. He encourages him. He makes him stronger. He makes him feel better when he's feeling sad about himself. He is a good dad.
Sometimes life's just too uncertain to have regrets.
And he's
Yeah,
right.
but
If you want to blame anyone for this, blame Cell.
Yes.
Make him pay for
Yeah.
what he's done.
I will.
Okay, so he didn't say the quote of power comes in response to a need, not a desire, and you have to create that need. But it's in here somewhere, and just trust that I feel it just changed the whole trajectory of the saga itself. Because it's just so deep. And again, once you get it, like you get it. Do you know what I mean? Okay, next up, Goku Black.
Say it again. This is the day I finish you, Black. You won't be the end of the human race. No way. But this race deserves to end. That is what you fail to realize. Who the hell made you judge? I look down on existence from a much higher perspective than you do. I witness this world, this universe, and the truth of all things. That yields deeper understanding, wisdom, the realization that all mortals should be destroyed. The one and only mistake among all divine creations. That is what mortals are. And this mistake is egregious. To shape existence into the beautiful utopia it was always meant to be, the mistake must be corrected. I will purge all mortals from existence.
You might be wondering why I have put this speech in here. All mortals should be destroyed is literally the name of this video. Now, I disagree that all mortals should be destroyed. Obviously, Goku Black is a fucking villain. He is probably one of my favorite villains from the Dragon Ball series, however. What I like about this is that he has viewed the world and humanity and human beings, etc., from a different perspective than just like we exist. It's almost Itachi-esque. Like, he's gone deeper. He's essentially talking about, you know, the fact that we're fucked up. We're fucked up. And we do all of these kind of like, you know, wars and that kind of shit. It's just not it, fam. That's not why we're here. So he has gone deeper into looking at that. Although at the same time, he's obviously a Kai and he's been overlooking things for a while. And it's almost like a rabbit hole. I feel like Zamasu went down a big daddy rabbit hole that essentially was his demise. It's hard to explain why I like this so much, but I do. And again, I think the only thing that I can put to it is an individual perception. It is an individual reality, which we all do have. We have individual realities. We never have a shared reality. And this is my own opinion of it. We never have a shared reality. We're very individual, because I can't ever see something the exact same way that the next person will see it. Even though we may share very, very, very similar views, very similar standpoints, etc., you can still just never share the same reality because you've got different brains and you're wired, you know, differently. And so maybe that's what I like about this as well, is he's not just here to like fuck shit up. He's not just here because he's mad. He's not just here because you know, his dad died or something, you know, like he's here because he's just seeing humanity from a higher, or, you know, self-imposed higher perspective, and he fucking hates it. I feel like we could all end up like a bit of a Zamasu or a Goku Black if we looked at things a little too hard. But yeah, the obviously Toriyama and the writers have definitely done a good job of putting that kind of like, you know, wokeness, but almost like kind of lost your mind with it, into a villain and a character, and making him sound kind of like, you know what, my bro, you've actually got a little bit of a point, but you probably just don't need to wipe out humanity about it. Maybe just go home, get into your basement, smoke some weed, and you might feel a bit better.
Place of the gods who refuse to admit failure. That's enough. No one has the right to make that call.
Yeah, and obviously Trunks is totally right. No one has the fucking right to do that or make that call.
You fight like a naive child, Saiyan, as if you'll win because you want to so bad. You cannot defeat me with raw emotion alone.
And the thing is as well is Zamasu is so fucking angry about what he's saying, about his point. Like, he's so passionate about it. And that actually makes him, you know, stronger. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie Split. At the end of it, he becomes this thing called the Beast. And he's no different physically from what he was in any of his other... Because he's got split personalities. He's no different than what he was in any of his other personalities physically. But mentally, he thinks he's this thing called the Beast. And so, by default, then, he gets stronger. Goku Black, very much the same. He thinks that he is this thing. He thinks he's this, you know, godlike deity, blah, 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 blah. And because of that, he is actually stronger. Like, yes, he's got Goku's body and all that kind of thing, but he's managed to manipulate the Saiyan energy and make Super Saiyan Rose anyway. You know, just with his anger, just with his, like, what he believes and what he thinks, he's managed to manifest that. All the other guys, all the Z fighters, if you want to still call them that, are fighting for humanity. They are fighting for noble causes. Zamasu, Goku Black's fighting for literally something he believes really heavily deep down. Okay, so that's our Goku Black. Let's not watch Tekken 8 reveal trailer because we'll fucking be here all day. Madara's speech.
The selfishing, wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes.
Before I get into this, if you haven't seen this, if you haven't watched Naruto, please do. I know it's 720 episodes long, but I avoided Naruto for many, many years. And do you know what happened when I watched it? I got 4 Naruto tattoos. Once you watch it, you will love it. I actually think I've got more than that, but I don't know. Anyway, this is Madara Uchiha. Essentially kind of like the main villain of the whole Naruto thing. Don't at me about Kaguya, because she, to me, could have been fucking left out and I would have been happy. So Madara is the main villain in all of Naruto. And this is his speech prior to him dying. To a young Obito.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility.
Now, another reason why I've put this particular speech into this video is very similar to the Goku Black one. They are so focused on the way that the world is that it's actually fueled and driven them to do horrendous things. I think I like it because it's more. It's more than what we're used to. It's more than just I'm here because I'm mad or I'm here because I want to save people, whilst obviously saving people is the main reason that these battles should happen. Or anything like this should happen, and obviously we want the good guys to win, but these guys, the way that they fight and the reason that they fight, it's just so out of fucking left field, but there's always something in there that you at least slightly agree with. If you're not one of those people, that's okay as well. You know, some people are probably pretty hard on the, like, no, Madara is a fucking psychopath. Even like Sephiroth. Right, like Sephiroth lost his mind, being from a first-class soldier working for Shinra, you know, the Wutai War, you know, essentially defeating Wutai, winning all that shit, to then finding out about the Genova experiments and absolutely fucking losing his mind, and then trying to essentially become one with the planet and kill, you know, the whole planet by summoning a meteor. There's a small portion in there where you go, you know what, I get why he's gone, you know, full ham. I get why he's lost his fucking mind. He found out that he was essentially an experimental fucking baby. So there's parts of this that I see and I'm like, okay, I don't want to, and maybe I hate myself for it, but I agree with parts of what he's saying. So when he's saying wake up to reality, that word reality, as I mentioned before, for me is a great word because it means something different to everybody else. And I love exploring these kind of things. You know, I'm a bit of a, I guess, a spiritual person myself, which is probably why I like Itachi and things like that. But I like this. I like the perspective. I like different perspectives, different realities. He's saying wake up to reality. Madara, what reality are you talking about? You're talking about your reality? Because there is no shared reality.
Listen, everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well.
Okay, that is very fucking true. In this world, there's always going to be light and there's always going to be dark. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that that's just balance. Should we talk about Bleach and the Soul Society and how they keep everything balanced by killing hollows? If you haven't watched the new series of Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War, I can't remember his name. The guy with the funny-looking captain, the Orochimaru captain. He had to kill a whole bunch of souls from the Soul Society to balance shit out because too many hollows died. Balance. There's always going to be it, no matter where you look.
As long as there is a concept of victors, the vanquished will also exist. The selfish intent of wanting to preserve peace initiates wars, and hatred is born in order to protect love. There are nexuses, causal relationships that cannot be separated.
Yeah, so I mean, look.
Wake up to it.
Like I say, he's got a out of left field view, and he's got some strong points. Some of them are just a little bit crazy. Again, when he's saying wake up to reality. Dude, what do you mean? Anyway, here we go. Itachi agrees with me on everything, I think.
Each of us lives dependent and bound by our individual knowledge and our awareness. All that is what we call reality. However, both knowledge and awareness are equivocal. One's reality might be another's illusion. We all live inside our own fantasies. Don't you think that's true?
One more time.
Each of us lives dependent and bound by our individual knowledge and our awareness.
So, I know I'm getting a little philosophical, but if you're here, then you're here because of my personality, and this is part of it. You're probably here for anime as well. But either way, look. What he's saying here is each of us are bound, by our own, knowledge and, how we perceive things. Again, me and Itachi agree on so many fucking things. I feel like we would have had the best conversations over a vodka, to be honest with you. Not that the man probably drinks, but anyway. Obviously, he says this based on genjutsu things, because he can put people under hypnosis and things like that. So he would have, learnt or developed a really strong kind of sense of how everybody perceives things differently. I love this. I truly do. I love this on so many levels. I love that he says this to Sasuke as well, because Sasuke is the biggest little shit, although one of my favorite Naruto characters. He's the biggest fucking little shit in the whole goddamn series, where all he wants to do is just get revenge on my brother because he killed my entire clan. Well, motherfucker, by Itachi saying this, he's essentially like, hey, you don't actually know what happened. You've got your own view of it, you've got your own perception of it, because all you saw was fucking hundreds of people die. That's it. So he's trying to say to him, essentially, maybe what you think is not what happened in my head. And that is actually a fact, as we find out later.
All that is what we call reality. However, both knowledge and awareness are equivocal. One's reality might be another's illusion. We all live inside our own fantasies. Don't you think that's true?
How do I go back? I want to see that pain one. Back, please.
Fantasies.
You asked me why I'm doing.
So the pain arc is arguably one of the best arcs in all of Naruto. It's funny how when we talk about Dragon Ball we call it a saga, but when we talk about any other anime we call it an arc. I think it's because Dragon Ball 1's going a little longer. Anyway, so the Pain arc, like I say, arguably one of the best in Naruto. I think Yahiko, this character here, or Nagato, whatever, because he's been controlled by Nagato from afar with chakra rods. I think he is also one of the best when it comes to, you know, putting his own view into things. Like, Nagato is heavily driven by pain. His own pain. He's called it pain, for fuck's sake. 6 parts of pain. Like, that's obviously his only thing. But at the end of the day, it's all been driven by Madara anyway. So, fucking hell. It's just such a hierarchy effect in Naruto. It's actually, like, as you're watching it, you obviously don't know this. You don't know that, you know, this is essentially just regurgitated Madara coming through Nagato, coming through pain. You don't know that. So you're kind of watching this and be like, for fuck's sake, every villain in this is so pain-centric. They're so upset with bloody everything. Can't you just be mad and be like Frieza and just be angry and just want to fight shit? No. Everyone's got like a cause. But again, that is one of the things that I do love about Naruto, is it is very story-centric, and, you know, that really does work. Alright, let's jump into this.
But even if I told you why, I doubt very strongly that the knowledge would change anything at all. But let's say that I take the time to explain it to you. What do you think would happen then? My goal is to fulfill the dream even Jiraiya Sensei was unable to achieve. What I want is to create peace and bring about justice.
Yeah, so like I say, he's essentially regurgitating what Madara has said, you know, this whole time. That he just wants to bring about peace. He just wants he just wants pain to be essentially eradicated from this world, and for just everyone to be happy. The infinite Tsukuyomi as well, like, it gets me on such a, like, what the fuck Madara level, because he's put everyone in this fucking, like, long-term hypnosis, and I know I'm digressing from this pain thing right here, which I'm going to get back to, but he puts everyone in this long-term hypnosis inside of a cocoon. What do you think is like, do you think they're just going to live in there forever? I mean, that doesn't make much sense to me, right? But anyway, that's what they did.
What I want is to create peace and bring about justice. We're both just ordinary men driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine.
That is it. You strive for your justice and I strive for mine. They are different in what they're fucking fighting for. And that's what I love about this. Also, Yahiko, or Pain, he looks so fucking cool. With his double Rinnegan and his chakra rods that look like dope as fuck punk rock fucking ear piercings.
If one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle.
Meanwhile, Naruto's like, ow, my hands.
Such a cycle. I know the past and can foretell our future. It is the same as our history. The shinobi world of ours is ruled by hatred, and hatred alone. So we believe that human beings simply cannot understand each other, and they never will.
You know, he's right, but it's actually not that bad. I think once human beings, again, I'm getting very philosophical, but I think that once human beings accept the fact that they don't understand one another and just kind of let everyone just exist in their own little bubbles, it's totally fine.
So, Naruto, how would you confront this hatred?
I love his red fingernails.
I want to know what your answer is.
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Did Pain win in the no talk jutsu contest with Naruto? I feel like Pain and Itachi are the only ones who have ever managed a no talk jutsu on Naruto. He actually doesn't have fucking anything to say here. I mean, it's harrowing because he's in a lot of pain and some real shit's going down, but like, let's laugh about it. Nice. Alright, well,
I doubt very.
there's me critical analyses on some of the most powerful anime speeches. Again, I love them all for their own reasons. If you don't, that's also okay. If you do, then that's great as well. I'd love to hear your comments below. I love having awesome discussions about this kind of thing. As always, be respectful and be nice. If we have differing views, that's okay. As I've spoken about here, everybody has, you know, their own different perceptions of things. Everyone has their own different, you know, viewpoints and perspectives on pretty much everything, and that is totally okay. Anyway, I'm going to stop getting so fucking philosophical. My next video will literally be battle focused. Drop some battles below that you want to see me go through. I love Dragon Ball at the moment. Again, it sits so closely in my heart. Fucking hell, I love it. If you're interested, my top animes: Dragon Ball, Naruto. I'm a shonen whore, for fuck's sake. Jujutsu Kaisen, Bleach, Demon Slayer. Just trying to think off the top of my head what the fuck else I'm into. That's pretty much it. Like, in terms of my top ones. I'm looking at my figurines, by the way. What have I got figurines of? That's really it. I mean, those are the ones that I love. Love, 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 love. Hunter x Hunter as well. I really do like that. Obviously, I've seen other ones. I do like Akame ga Kill. I do like Full Metal Alchemist. But, you know, the ones that I've just listed are definitely my top ones. Also, the Tekken anime. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but Jesus Christ, that was fucking dope. I need to see more of it as well. There was not enough Kazuya in it, because I fucking love Kazuya. He's my main in Tekken, so there was not enough of him in there. So hopefully we're getting another season, and it will be. Anyway, thank you for viewing. If you've made it this far, I hope you enjoyed, and if you're not yet, please subscribe to my channel. Anyway, I will see you inside of a future video.